Hey, hi, this is Suresh from Provoke Technologies. Today we covered the topic called data science life cycle, which talks about the all the phases of important phases of the data science.
The
If
life
you want,
cycle of the data science is a critical component or a critical phases that involved in the machine learning such that we can produce the right amount of quality output as per the business requirement. In this in this in this life cycle, in this life cycle, it starts with problem statement. It starts with the problem statement. It starts with the problem statement where all the business stakeholder comes together, business stakeholders defines the problems, define the problem, will be handed over to the development team. First phase of data science life cycle is problem statement. The well-defined problem is 100% solvable. The key is well-defined problem is 100% solvable. It meaning of that, what it means, if you have a problem statement is well defined such that you can able to procure the data accordingly and able to solve the business problem. So the first statement in the life cycle will be the defining of a problem, defining of the problem statement. So when you go to this, when you look at this, the first is defining of the problem statement, where collaborate, understand the business problem, define the scope and objective. Second one is the second problem statement is second step in this data collection. Data collection. For a given problem statement, we need to acquire the data for the problem, for the given problem. This is the second stage. Then we need to collect the data, clean the data, and analysis of the meaningful of analysis and insights. The third step is analyzing of the data. Analyzing of the data is where it comes to the feature engineering, insights, enhancing the insights and model performance. So you need to analyze the data. Third stage is analyzing of the data. For a given problem, after procuring the data, we need to analyze the data. Next stage is analyzing of the data. Once you analyze the data, then next one is deploy the models into the model building. Next is what? Model building. We need to choose right model for the problem statement. Right model for the problem statement. Based on this, we need to choose the model selection. Then after this model selection, we have a assess the and mitigate bias and errors, ensure that accurate and reliable machine learning model predictions, where we need to use next stage is model building, then model predictions. In this model prediction, we need to assess the any bias in the model such that model should work properly in production. This is the model predictions. The next stage is build and train machine learning models for actionable insights, enhancing the decision making through the data driven evidences. So here we need to train the model. We have to understand what is the accuracy, how the model is been giving the insights. This is the critical stage of build a model, deploy the model. Okay. Once you deploy the model, you need to monitor the model. You need to monitor the model. Once you deploy the model, you need to you need to deploy the model such that the actionable insights was taken to the business. Insights was taken to business. This is the sixth step or seventh step. Then iterative, if model is not performing well, you need to train the model iteratively. You need to train the model iteratively through the data tuning and evaluating the accuracy and everything. This is the eighth stage. Then finally is aligning the data science strategies and goals in turning insights into the impactful decisions for organizational success. What is meaning of that? Whether we need to, the final stage is validate the validate the validate the business goals to the results, whether these are aligned or not, whether these results are aligned or not. So with this, the data science life cycle ends it. If this is not satisfied, we need to come back to the step one. We need to go to the step one where we need to define the where we need to define the proper problem statement. So with this, the data science life cycle will be ended. So when you see this data science life cycle, first is problem statement. Acquisition of the data cleaning, data analysis, and model selection, model training, verifying the bias in the model. Eighth stage is what? Eighth stage is deploy the model into the production. Deployment of model into production. Then ninth stage is model monitoring. Then getting the valuable insights from the model. Insights from the model. Here, this ends up the data science life cycle. This also applicable for the Gen AI projects as well. The same thing will be used for both data science as well as the generative AI. Thank you so much.
Hope you have enjoyed my video. If you want to more content, please click the link below and enroll with us.